So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you.
Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are watching this. Hello, welcome to the end of month reading sprints / normal Sunday reading sprints, where I will not be reading.
I mean, in theory, I'm reading.
Okay.
In theory, because I need to make my bed and do some things. But also, while we're doing these sprints, I'm going to be working on editing my video, which means we're going to have bones on.
Fair. Because I spent all day doing this yesterday. I need to film today. Or we will not have videos next week.
I need to figure out what I need to film because I'm not going to be in my home starting Thursday until next Thursday. So I will not be able to film. Vlogs are fine. It's the sit-down video. I have to be like, okay, what am I going to do?
Well, my problem is I want to do my R Fantasy bingo board TBR, but that doesn't come out until tomorrow. Awesome. So I was like, well, I guess I'm filming Monday night. But that's fine.
Filming buddies. Because that's probably what I need to film.
Right. I need to film an unhaul because I have 2 big boxes here of books.
Beautiful. Any that I would be interested in should be camped out on your Pango for.
I'll send you a picture.
You feel like, don't charge me directly.
Right. But yeah, I because I redid all of my shelves yesterday. And I unhauled, I don't know how many. I was just like literally as I was putting them back, I'm like, am I gonna read this? Nope. So I have 2 boxes of books to unhaul.
At some point we are doing try a chapter genre. Like I'm just gonna pull out all of the, I don't know if I'll do fantasy first. Like pull out all of the romance on my physical TBR and do a try a chapter video with those or something.
That's a good idea.
I need to knock down some of these books so that when I undo my bookshelves, there's less books for me to put back up.
That's fair. Hello, welcome. So have you? So what are you're reading? The second Annihilation.
Yeah, I need to read this in the next 2 days.
Okay. That looks much bigger than Annihilation.
They're both like twice the size almost of Annihilation.
That's rude.
Which it makes sense because of how much is going on. I think one of Annihilation's biggest criticisms from people is that you don't know what's going on. You don't get enough background. Mm-hmm. Based on what I think the author is doing, I understand that.
Yeah.
Especially because of the point of view we're getting.
Right. But in terms of Cultmas, how rude.
It makes sense that this would be a thicker book. It's a 12-hour audiobook. It's fine. I've done that in a day before. And I'm also planning on reading Lore Olympus so that I at least have a book that is finished today.
3 books behind.
I don't know. I haven't entered Godkiller in yet. So I am 6 books behind still.
We can do it.
I got this. It's great. I would...
listening to Never Die while playing my Switch today. That sounds like a wonderful, relaxing day. Hello. Hi, Brittany. Hello, Julie. Hello. Lots of hellos. Happy Sunday. Yes. Finally going to be starting Horror Store. Haven't been able to read it for the last few days due to reading with bad posture. So my neck, top of my back have been killing it. Oh no, I'm so sorry. If you have Audible, the audiobook is on Audible Plus. So if you have that, and the audiobook for Horror Store is actually really good.
Nice.
Yeah. Good morning, Kristen. Hello. Reading Morningstar. Ooh, I really need to continue on in that series.
Nice.
I didn't love the Red Rising. I was like, I think I gave it like 3.5 stars. But then everyone's like, oh, that's the worst book in the series. So I was like, okay. So I should give it a second chance. But I just haven't yet. Because the audiobook for Red Rising is terrible.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
It's so bad.
that can really make a book if the narrator is bad.
Yeah.
Like that can really just make a book awful.
It like, because it's like an old British guy, it just like, it makes the book so much drier.
What? This is a YA. This isn't Brandon Sanderson.
Red Rising is not YA.
It's not. I thought it was
YA. No. Well, definitely not.
That's good to know.
He's
relatively young though, the main character, right?
He starts out pretty young.
Yeah. I wonder if it's the British. There are a couple of British narrators that is like, you're not the right voice for this story because it sounds so similar to the dude that did all of the audiobooks that I listened to as a kid. I'm like,
right.
You get a pass because this feels like I'm sitting in the back of my mom's minivan doing cross stitch while I'm listening to an audiobook.
Right.
Like anytime we were driving, there was an audiobook on, which is why my mom didn't push literature. She just would pick books that she was interested in and thought we would like. Yeah. So we read some good books doing that.
That's good. Currently reading Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. Enjoying it so far. That's the second one, right?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah.
That one, so far, that's been the one that I like the least, but that is entirely a me thing.
Right.
Like, it's like, that one has none of the pacing problems that I felt the first book had. And then her first book in the next series had none of the pacing problems that I thought the first book had. But then the last book had some issues with pacing.
So she just can't stick the landing.
I have a feeling that, like, she either needs to write trilogies or she needs to write standalones. It's kind of how I'm feeling about
that makes sense.
Like, it's enough that I think I will read more from her because I enjoy her I enjoy her characters.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I liked the ending of. Wait, which one is the one we read? That's the second book on the one we read for Avengers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, whatever the Much Ado retelling one is, I can't remember the title of it. I read it, but yeah, I love it. It
was part of the Goodreads haze.
No, that's just because I can't remember titles to save my life.
That's fair. I'm going to be reading a couple of mangas for now. Spy Family Volume 5 and The Promised Neverland Volume 9. Very nice.
Need to get back into Promised Neverland because that was weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Good time.
Hello, Katie. Today's a filming day mostly. Hoping to finish 2 books. Nice. Look at you being so productive. I filming and finishing 2 books? Couldn't be me.
I need to clean my shelves so I can film a petty TikTok about people who want to be snooty about people reading books from libraries before buying them. I'm just going to do a TikTok that's going to be like me holding up all of the books that I have bought because I read them at the library first.
Because of that one author.
There's like there's a small group of, it sounds like indie authors that are.
Well, there was one author specifically that like.
Copeland.
Replied to a reviewer being like, too bad you didn't buy it or something like that.
I have the dude's tweet because it's going to go in the little TikTok video. I don't care if I'm blasting him to my less than 1,000 followers on TikTok. Because it's the one that I'm going to be using is specifically in response to Rachel. Let's see. Nope. There it is. Somebody named Wally Nowinski. Never heard of you, buddy. And it's what results in more pay for writers. 1 person buying it and 10 people reading it, or 10 people buying it? Well, if 1 person buys it and those 10 people read it, and then at least half of them also go to buy it, that's 6 sales, buddy.
Well, and also you get money from libraries.
You do get money from libraries. You do not get money for everyone who reads it at your library. However, libraries do have, like, they have to replace, the more people read it at the library, the more likely the library is to have to replace it.
That's generally how that works.
And then with audiobooks and ebooks, because they're so expensive, but if you have enough people wanting to read those, the library will get more copies.
Well, yeah, because if you think about like how many people like on Libby, if I have a hold on it and it's long, it'll say like 1 additional copy acquired since putting the hold on or whatever.
Yeah. Somebody posted a snapshot and it was like one of the books was like 58 additional copies and one of them was like 52.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't remember what books it was, but like it was like, yeah.
Fourth Wing.
Maybe. It was like 2 separate books. So
yeah.
I don't remember what they are.
Yes, the shelf project went fantastically. Am I very sore today? Yes.
Nice. I'm sore for no reason, which makes me concerned. So I'm going to start taking immune boosters.
You're like, dang it, I'm getting old.
Well, no, this is more like, did I sleep wrong or am I getting sick kind of sore?
Yeah.
Like, getting sick is not an option right now.
I have time for this.
I bought the plane ticket.
Right. Good morning. Reading What Lies in the Woods by Kate Alice Marshall. Going into the book blind, and so far it's pretty good. I'm really excited about this one. But have I picked it up? No. Hello, welcome. First Friends I've Caught Live, welcome. We do them every Sunday and every Monday. Most of the time. I say most Mondays. Sometimes the Monday nights are rough.
That was me yesterday having to remember that I am not doing sprints next Saturday or the Tuesday after.
It's usually like halfway through Monday. I'm like, do I have the energy? Do I have the spoons to do sprints on Monday nights? But they're a lot of fun. And I'm also on everybody else's channel, like pretty much like 4 or 5 nights a week.
Yeah.
Are you loving it? Because this is such a good book.
I need to read this one.
You do need to read this one.
I do.
Do you own it?
I don't own it yet, but maybe so here's the thing. When I went to pick up, was it All the Fields or Shipwrecked? There was one of the times that I had to buy myself a consolation book because I went to get the newest Olivia Dade book and my Barnes & Noble did not have it.
Rude.
I was so offended.
Rude.
I was like, this isn't even one of her indie books, guys. Come on. This is the big book. And it might have been, spoiler alert, one of them I had to get online because I couldn't. But I need to go in to buy the new Stephen Graham Jones book. Yeah. So maybe when I am there, I will get the new Olivia Dade as well. I
approve of this?
Do I need more contemporaries? No.
This one should be the top contemporary. But it's a beautiful book. I know that,
I said, yeah.
Like the depression representation is very real. So like make sure that you are in a good headspace. But
I'm usually in a good headspace. At least when it comes to books.
Right. Hello, Sarah. Be here for a little while before heading out to my parents for Easter lunch. Fun. I think we're doing Easter dinner tonight. So we'll be here for a few hours. Got about an hour left in Book Lovers. We'll probably save it for when I get home. Nice household chores this morning. We all have to do those. Good morning. Finishing after Annie for my in-person book club this week. Fun. I read with my eyes and I enjoyed Red Rising. I feel like that's what I should be doing for the rest of the series. Yeah. The Hugo nominations were revealed this past week. Happy the Sight of Bright Doors is nominated for Best Novel. Nice.
Nice.
Oh, I watched a little bit of Bethany's Live last night. There's lots of action, and although the very young characters are very in a very adult situation. It's too early for me to not be able to read comments.
No, I think early is exactly when you shouldn't be able to read comments. Or the captain kicked in.
That's true.
Not like me yesterday at 1 p.m.
Yeah, I think it's because they call it they comp it to Hunger Games, and I think that's probably why people think that it's YA. But it's definitely not.
I need to reread Hunger Games. I'm getting that itch.
I don't have time for this. The Last Binding trilogy by Freya Marsk is not. Yes, I saw that. It was nominated for best series. Not gonna win. Yeah, yeah. It was like one of very few romances like on the actual list. Hello, about to finish The Ballad of Never After. Very nice.
I like that series.
120 pages left in Blood and Steel. Hoping to finish it today. I believe in you. Also, how are you liking this book? I need to read it. Libraries are so important. I'm picky about my physical collection because of limited space. I often buy after reading a library copy. Exactly.
Yeah, I like to try it out before I buy it. You know?
I mean, like financially, it makes way more sense.
It does make more sense. And like, just like, I don't like seeing books I don't like on my shelves. If I don't
they don't stay on my shelf.
I want to get rid of it.
They don't stay on my shelf.
Get that shit out of my life.
Yeah. I'm very privileged to the point where I have a pretty, I have a very active Pango, and I've sold a lot of books on there. And so therefore Pango will push my store. So I sell them pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But
I need to take everything down on mine and then relist it when I do this most recent. I'm going to do an unhaul. So. Yeah. And I figure when I do the unhaul, if people are going there because of the video, I'll put the books that are going to go up there on there then.
That definitely helps. I'm now a Pango affiliate, so
nice.
People can get $5 off if they use my code, which is cool. But yeah, clearing everything out and then just don't relist it all at one time. If you list 10 a day, that's the best way to do it.
Oh, that's good to know.
Because then every time you list, everybody that follows you gets a notification.
That you've got books going up.
And if it says Margaret has listed 100 books, no one's going to check.
That makes sense. So.
Yeah. I did the audio for Red Rising. It was not the way to go. Maybe I'll read it with you. I don't have time, but maybe I'll read it with you.
You might have time in the latter half of April.
Maybe, possibly. I have content that has to go up, though.
Oh, content.
That's the problem. Because I have 2 vlogs that go up at the very beginning of May that, have to go out those 2 days. There is no way to move it around. Because the Loki video has to go out right before the announcement. And then the rereading host favorites has to go up right after the announcement.
Jiminy Christmas.
Why are we like this, Brittany? It's fine. It'll be good. If I know I won't reread or remember the story just looking at the book, I'm not keeping it. Yeah. Generally, if I gave it less than 3.5 stars, it's not staying on my shelves.
I'll keep 3 stars if I think that they have reread potential, or if I think that if they're a part of a series, obviously I keep them.
Right. If it's a part of a series, I don't reread books that often. So it's more just for sentimental value. I would prefer to have more books on my shelves that I haven't read than I had read. I
call myself a reread girly. Haven't been doing so well on that, but I love rereading my favorite books. So
right. No, yeah, there's probably a handful, 10 or 15 books that I will read when I'll reread all the time.
Yeah.
But need to do a Pango clear out. I also need to. I need to just go and take off some of the ones, because what I do is I gradually decrease the price, and then once it gets down to $2, I just take it off and give it to my free library. Was doing really good at keeping up with my genre blanket January and February by adding rows from that week on Sundays. That's a good idea. For whatever reason, I decided to wait until the end of March to do it all. That sounds like you need to pop an audiobook in and tell everybody in your house to plug off.
Almost caught up on mine. I'm very happy with myself for keeping up with it this time.
I did those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind. Basically, Peace Talks kind of knocked me off, and then I ran out of a specific yarn, so I had to go get it. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Now here it is. I have 28 freaking Rosette. Oh my gosh. I believe in you. I believe in you. I am a rereader, but less lately. I keep series I hope to reread. Yeah, series I think I reread more often, especially like when a new book comes out. Like I know Tiago's book is coming out, book 3 is coming out, and I'll probably reread the whole series because his books are so confusing that you don't know what's going on. It's fine. I have a whole indie fantasy shelf now. Like self-club fantasy. And I was like, oh, I have to put out the face out one for like the book that or the semifinalists that I submitted for Swiftbow.
Nice. I need to get that list so I can start reading some of those and maybe not have to do them at a because I'm gonna do the Swiftbow video that I did last year again.
Yeah.
I think there's a collab going on, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, but it's still, especially if you do it. Well, I don't know that you would have time to do it now, but like Swiftbow ends this month, so that means that like it's on search feeds.
Swiftbow ends in April or March.
April.
Okay, I might have time to get that done, at least in time to get something up in May. So.
Yeah, because then it'll reset. I think in middle of May? Question mark. I feel like I got my 10 books for Swiftbow 9 coming home from Philly. So middle of May.
Interesting. Some of these look good.
All right. Shall we do
that one's on my TBR already.
Which one?
The Wickwire Watch, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Rachel read it.
That one is on my TBR, I believe, because of Tori from Tori Between Pages is her channel.
That would make sense because she's part of the Swiftbow group.
Yeah. I'll have to see what I can get off of what's it called? Kindle Unlimited.
I think most of it is on.
Yeah. That was what Swiftbow 8 was like.
Yeah.
So
I think they specifically do that at least like during the Swiftbow year. Daughter of the Beast, I think, got taken off of Swiftbow or off of KO. Well, but you could skip that one.
I'm going to be traveling this weekend. I'm going to be stuck in a car, so we're either listening to an audiobook or I'm reading ebooks. So
there you go.
There we go.
All right. Should we do some sprints?
I suppose we should do what we came here for.
Let's do a 45-minute sprint to warm up, and then we'll do our sprints.
Sure.
Good plan.
I'm good with whatever, Brianna.
Okay. All right. I'll see you in 45. Hello, welcome back.
Welcome.
The ghost is back.
Oh no.
I think it's good now. There's always an echo right at the beginning. So I got everything set up, got my lights set up, and the books stacked for the unhaul. There are 61 books in it. 31 of them are just coming off of my TBR.
Nice. That's not bad.
Yeah. And then also I was watching Izzy's Romancelandia, and I was like, oh, just kidding, I have a couple more. Because authors behaving badly and shit.
Oh no.
I was like, I commented on her video and I was like, you always do so much to help my physical TBR.
What did you do this time?
Well, the one I know I have to unhaul is Lotta Ferguson's book. Which I think like went around Twitter a couple weeks ago. I just didn't really pay attention to it. And like, because most people were talking about her Omegaverse book in relation to her new one, but I have her like debut, her contemporary story. So no, Schmidt, please get out. You will knock something over.
Oh, interesting.
How did you do?
I read 39 pages in that sprint.
Nice.
And changed my sheets and everything.
Yay.
And I'm getting ready to change out the TBR, but I wanted to do a potential reel/TikTok video for it. So
nice. Nice. We had several people join us while we were in the sprint. Yeah. Hello, Rainy. Just got back from church, making mashed potatoes for a family potluck and trying to finish Spark of the Everflame today. Nice. How are you liking it? Oh, you are. I should have just finished reading it. 60% I'm loving it. I'm fine. Joined during the sprint, been reading pretty much all night and no sleep. I'm sorry, but I finished 2 books and have 1 more to go to complete my TBR for March. Grinding at the very end of the month. Love it. But I'm sorry that you're not sleeping because that is the worst.
3 off of my TBR for March.
Nice.
So there's that.
I read like 1 off of my physical TBR or my my Kerplunk TBR.
Yeah.
I was just like, I don't know why I make TBRs. Well, I mean, I do. Look at my analytics right now, but like.
I mean, here's the thing about me and TBRs. I know I don't follow them half the time. Like, I've read 3 of the 7 that were on my TBR for Ramathon.
Right.
But getting me thinking about what books I want to read makes me read more books. And the months I don't do TBRs, at least
100%.
I don't read them. So
yes,
I should do a video looking back going, do I actually read the books on my TBR? Because I don't think I've ever finished one.
I did that at the end of the year last year because it had been like a year of Kerplunk.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 70%, I think, if I remember correctly. Currently reading The Love of My Life by Rosie Walsh. Nice. Listened to 6 chapters. Wonderful. Got to 52% reading. What are you reading this morning? I know it's probably a Stuff Your Kindle book, but what is it? Got to 66%. Very nice. Hello. Hugging the like button. Thank you. Halfway through Morningstar. Started at 30% early this morning. So between pre-sprint and sprint have made good progress. Nice. That's good to know that it like goes fast.
Nice.
What is going on? Oh.
Who the heck knows?
It was a group chat that like 4 people decided to start talking at the same time.
That's funny.
I was like, why am I getting so many messages?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Joined during that sprint, working on my letters training. Nice. We're all about productivity. Listen, if I didn't have these sprints, I wouldn't be productive at all. Especially because I was so productive yesterday that I actually kind of forgot that I was doing sprints today. And I was like, oh, I'm going to be lazy tomorrow. And then I like hop on, and I was like looking at my YouTube studio stuff, and I was like, just kidding. I will not be lazy tomorrow. I'll be lazy afternoon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I'm going to charge my Kindle Oasis during the chatty bits and fold some laundry. How is the battery on your Kindle Oasis? Because I heard that because they discontinued the Oasis, the battery started really crapping out, which is really sad because I really like the Oasis, and I like almost got one before they discontinued it.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of thinking that they'll probably come out with maybe like a new one. I would imagine like they're not going to discontinue something without having another option.
Another version in the works.
Yeah. So
was
maybe like
which one was the Oasis? Was that the one that was
it's the one that has the buttons on the side.
Ah.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been one that they just no one's buying or people aren't buying as much anymore, so they just decided to scrap it fully.
But it's like the more expensive option. Like it's more expensive than the Paperwhite.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, sometimes you try something and it's not very popular, so you don't try it again.
Maybe. Should hopefully have having finished 20 books for the month. Wow. That's fantastic.
Nice.
That is exciting. Should hopefully finish 2 books today at 65% for both, and then I've read 26 books. Holy moly. That's so many books. I don't even think I've read that many books this month.
I think I'm at 10 books, having read 10. No. I'm sitting somewhere in the mid-teens, I believe.
I'm at 18 right now.
Yeah. I'm not entirely, because I read a few before Cult Mist started, so.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I only had read like a couple before Cult Mist started, which is kind of why I started Cult Mist, because I was like, I need to read something.
Yeah.
Because I knew my haul was a little bit out of hand. And so I was like, I need to make sure that I read enough because I had pre-orders and stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I've read more than I hauled. Although with this, there's 60 books, 31 of them are coming off the TBR, which brings my number down to like 236, which is probably lower than it's ever been.
Yeah.
Reading Cupcakes, Trinkets, and Other Deadly Magic. That sounds fun. Made it to chapter 8. Decided to finish the Shifter novel I was listening to. 70% in. I'm also looking at my Red Rising audiobook I haven't listened to yet with pure disdain now. Yeah, maybe skip that one. Is the Scribe or the Scribe is bigger. Like the Scribe is the one that you can actually like write on. The Oasis is just like a tiny bit bigger than the Paperwhite. It has buttons on the side so you can do the like page turns. Mm-hmm. It's just like a very aesthetically, like it's just like ergonomically, it's like easier to hold because it's like more square.
Mm-hmm.
So. Reading Campus Player at 61%. Very nice. To be fair, 10 were the last weekend with Wayward. Hey, still counts. Still counts. Have I read novellas? I don't even know. Surely I've read some novellas this month.
You've read Untethered Sky, which is a novella.
Yeah. I've read 3 novellas this month.
Yeah. Nice. Gotta read some of those.
Huh? Yeah.
So you gotta read some of those. They're good.
Yeah, right. They all had to have been for
Weekend of Peace?
Where is it? Novella. I'm trying to find my here we go. Because I read one of the Mindfuck books. I read Untethered Sky, and then I read Rolling in the Deep, which was so good. Like so good. And like is a perfect setup for me to reread Into the Drowning Deep next month. Okay. Caitlin's at 27 for the month. Listen, we all want to be Caitlin when we grow up.
I think I got 9. I was almost at 20 last month in February.
Nice.
I think I got 19, which really did things for my TBR blanket.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So.
Battery life has never been great on the Oasis. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. No, I I wanted to get the Oasis. I ended up getting the Paperwhite just because it was $100 cheaper.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have the Paperwhite.
Yeah. I'm at 29 for the month and behind on Coltmas. That's okay though, because you're doing manga, so like you could like literally tomorrow just like knock them all out.
Yeah.
I think they are wanting to push people into the Scribe. The Scribe is so big.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that they might announce it like to like maybe release on Prime Day.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Prime Day is starting to dwindle a little bit. It's like not as big of a deal as it used to be, like back in 2015.
Yeah, the deals aren't that great.
The deals aren't that great anymore. But if you had something new, like a new piece of technology, it might bring more people to the site.
Especially if you did like a deal on that new piece of technology.
Yeah. Get a year of Kindle Unlimited.
Yeah. Somebody had tracked Prime Day last year and was like, yeah, this doesn't like the prices just aren't that low.
No, they weren't. Like there were a couple things that I got for the house that I just like I already needed Tupperware. Yeah. So not Tupperware, but you know what everybody just calls it Tupperware.
Yeah. And then
there was a 15% off deal, and I was like, well, I need it anyway.
Might as well. I was already going to get this. And then I know that there have been like calls over the last few years to like specifically not order things on Prime Day because like to kind of send a message to Amazon that we don't like some of their practices.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Should we do another sprint?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to do an hour this time so I can film the Sun Hall.
Do it.
All right. I'll see you in an hour. Hello, welcome back. We have Aniva.
Yay!
I got my video filmed, and everything put away in the boxes. Now I have to put it all on Pango, and I don't want to do that. It's gonna take so long. And then I need to take my lights down and film my Unhaul Project review reaction thing.
Yeah.
How did you guys do?
Well, I don't know. There we are. I found it. It's the way that this is like done. It's hard to find where the book, like the spot in the chapter, if you're not.
Oh yeah.
But I managed it. I got 42 pages that time.
Very nice.
It's we've gone from like sci horror, which I think is what the first book is a little bit more of, to like a proper sci-fi mystery.
Okay.
Kind of thing going on.
Let's eat this.
Nice.
So like we're getting a little bit of detective work and stuff, kind of with this character who is going into the Southern Reach as a fixer. And it's his job to find certain things out for someone that we don't know who they are yet, and report back. And he's all very confused because like he's new to the situation.
Gotcha.
It's very interesting how Vandermeer is like.
Nice.
Doing it.
Eva, what are you up to today?
Well, I've not read yet because I stayed up until 4:30 this morning to finish Love Redesigned because I couldn't sleep and not finish it. I would actually probably still be sleeping, except that someone called and then was like, "Oh, are you sleeping?" And I was like,
"Well, I was."
Yeah,
And that's why you turn it on Do Not Disturb, and then they have to call like twice before they get to you.
So, my phone switches from Do Not Disturb on the weekends at like 10 o'clock instead of at 2, simply because I have Ari home, and usually she won't sleep past 10 o'clock. But this morning she was out playing with my brother or something. I'm going to attempt to finish Love at First Set so that maybe I can move on and move forward with this blog that I've been working on since December. It's fine. Most of it is because I re-listened to the first book. That I can't remember what it's called right now, but I know what it is because when I got my camera, I decided that I was going to scrap the footage I already had so that I didn't have two different, so I didn't have phone footage and camera footage. So I was like, well, I'll just re-listen. It's fine. So I'm going to finish or try to finish Love at First Set. I'm like 43% through. It says I have 5 hours left. I don't know if that's at, I think that's at 2 times speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's the plan. Until I have to go to work.
4 hours.
Nice.
Do you want to come say hello? No. 2 times speed?
Yeah.
No. Do you want to come say hello?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Say hello.
Hey, cutie.
Hello.
That little jacket looks very comfortable.
I know.
Your jacket looks comfortable, they say.
We had some friends join us. Coda, hello. What is this book?
Johnny the Strange and Mr. Norrell.
Yeah.
Yes.
That. I was like, I know it's a King novel.
I don't think so.
Isn't it?
Jonathan Strange isn't King.
It's someone else.
Who's that by? No, that's by the person that wrote Piranesi, right?
Yeah.
This one? Okay.
No idea.
Hello. Reading the No Girlfriend Rule. Nice. YA romance about a girl who wants to play a D&D style game, but her boyfriend's group won't let her, so she goes off to find a group she can belong in. Oh, that's sweet.
I kind of understand why D&D groups will do that. We don't have that problem with mine. We've got multiple places where it's like committed partners. And my brother is no longer allowed to break up with his girlfriend.
Just so you know, if you break up with her, she's still part of the party. So
Right.
better make it amicable.
Yeah, I mean, it's my brother versus someone who I don't know as well. So if she wanted to leave, I wouldn't fight it.
You can make an untimely death. Lots of hellos to everybody in the comments. I love seeing that. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic day. It is raining here, so love that. Drove all the way to Lowe's only to find out they are closed because of Easter. Oh,
That doesn't surprise me.
Actually, I wouldn't have guessed that.
I was thinking about going to Joann's today to get because I want to make my Taylor Swift tour shirt into a t-shirt, but I want to try it out first on something that's not like I have an extra one, but that one hasn't been opened and I can resell that one at some point. So I would like to attempt it on something else first before.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Finished filming and now time to edit. That's the worst part. Now reading The Ark. You got this. I believe in you. You could skim read the last of it. You probably won't miss anything. I think I can. Cooked during that sprint. Caribbean food. Ooh, that sounds delicious. And now 85% into my audiobook. Very nice.
I love that Anthea knows that our next question is going to be, what was it?
What did you eat? Yeah, exactly. That's just a thing.
So.
7 chapters that time. Fantastic. Hello. Yeah, it's raining. Thinking about going up to the mountain to be in the snow for a bit. Ooh, that sounds nice.
You won't
the problem is that when it starts snowing, because there's only like two ways up the mountain, maybe 3 in Salt Lake, and so like that's where the entire state goes. So traffic sucks.
So it's one of those things that if you want to be up there when it's snowing, you should probably get there ahead of time.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting snow this weekend? Let's head up to the mountain now.
Yeah. But it's not going to snow for 2 days. Don't worry about it.
Well, you could be like my dad and be like, well, we're just going to leave at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That's his solution to Atlanta traffic, which I can't argue with.
No. Not a bad solution. I made a vegan version of brown stew chicken with rice and gungo beans. That sounds delicious. Do you want to come cook for me? I'm just gonna have some leftover chicken Caesar salad.
Have to do rent. Just
right?
Like, nah. I am getting the urge to bake. I'm thinking I might do. I don't think I'm gonna do it today because my mom's gonna be in the kitchen doing Easter dinner. But I'm thinking I might do it because I have a bunch of blueberries in my freezer that probably should get used because they've been in there for at least a year. They're probably frostbitten, so I'm thinking like a blueberry pickle.
There you go.
I feel the urge to try something I haven't done before.
There you go. All right. Well, we are going to do probably one more sprint because honestly, I'm tired. And I don't want to sprint all day because we sprinted all day yesterday and then I was super productive and I did all that. And I don't want to be productive today.
Yeah, I understand that. Yesterday caught up with me because I was like, I'm just gonna go chill and like be on my phone and listen to God Killer. And then it was like 4 chapters later, my phone's like this, and I'm like, I should rewind.
Yeah, I didn't sit down long enough for that to happen. I think I laid down for like 10 minutes to let some medicine kick in because I was starting to get a toothache and I didn't want to deal with that. So it was like 10 minutes until it kicked in. And I was like, okay, because I knew that like there was a reason like I put all of the books in the bedroom because then I knew I would finish it. Because like dogs are in the bedroom at night, and so I didn't want them getting into my books. It was like 12:30 last night that I finally just finished.
I used to try and do that with laundry. Like if it's on my bed, I'll definitely fold it before I go to bed, and then it just ended up living on the desk.
Oh, I do the same thing. The laundry goes on the bed. Like that's the only way.
I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna move it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to do that too. Put the laundry on the bed.
That's the
I've
only way it'll
definitely
get done.
also shoved it aside for naps.
Well, yeah, but I also have a king size bed, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't. It's a little bit more difficult.
All right, so oops. I think this one will work. Yeah. All right. Well, then I will see you all in 45 minutes. Hello, welcome back.
Hi.
I will be 100% honest with you. I didn't really do anything. I ate a little bit because, like, right as we were going to the sprint, I was starting to feel lightheaded. So I like made some leftover pasta salad, and then laid down for a minute, and then came back and put my lights up. That's all I did.
Nice. I edited some of my TBR. I think we're like 3 minutes in. We've got at least to the first book that it's like 8 books in the TBR, I think, because I have to take 8 classes for Aurelium.
You can go ask him.
So I'm on book 1 of 8, and it's currently an hour long. Not cool with that, but we'll fix it.
I mean, yeah, there's always going to be some blank spaces where you can edit out quickly.
Hopefully. I'm really hoping so.
Yeah.
And I watched an episode of Bones, and I'm in I just started another one.
Nice.
We're almost at the end of season 5.
There you go. Neva, what did you do?
I updated my spreadsheets because apparently my actual reading spreadsheet was very far behind. That's fine. So I updated my spreadsheets. I got to 56% of this book, and that's it. That's all I did.
All right. There you go. Where were we? I had a couple people. Got home from work. This is going to be the last sprint here, but there are definitely some sprints happening right now. I know there's some Realmathon sprints happening right now on Tori's channel. There's lots of sprints happening. Got to page 110 and did a bit of hopping. See, there's sprints galore. Yeah. Finished my book. I'm about to eat dinner. Thanks for the sprints. Thank you for hanging out with us. Anyway, I'm gonna be back at 7 p.m. Eastern tomorrow? Question mark. Let me check. No, I haven't even scheduled them. It's fine. We're gonna say 7 p.m. Eastern. We're gonna have sprints. So on my channel. But I should probably go schedule those. Do you guys want to plug anything?
I had a vlog go up this weekend. If you want to see what I read or tried to read for Weekend of Peace, tells you how that weekend went, I guess. When I say tried to read, that is there. And then I have my April TBR for TBR Takedownathon and Magical Readathon going up tomorrow.
Cool.
So, and I'll have a God Killer vlog. I have to film the final clip for it, but that's going to be coming up on Friday.
Oh, did you vlog it?
I did a little bit. I just was like, we're going to do it. Can I read a book in a day vlog?
Nice.
Which I can.
I have sprints as per usual on Thursday, and then I'll be on Katie's channel for sprints on Friday. And then I'll have daytime sprints on my channel on Saturday.
Nice.
There you go. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Have a good day. Happy Easter if you celebrate it.